Ladies and gentlemen, most people go through life allowing distractions to dictate their future. They wake up, check their phone, scroll through meaningless content, and react to whatever the world throws at them. They lack focus, they lack direction, and they wonder why they never achieve the extraordinary life they dream of. But here's the truth: success, greatness, and fulfillment don't happen by accident. They are the result of absolute clarity, relentless focus, and massive action. The first step to building an extraordinary life is knowing exactly what you want, not a vague wish, not some idea floating in your mind, real, concrete clarity. What does your extraordinary life look like? What does it feel like? Who are you in that life? Most people never ask themselves these questions. They drift, hoping things will get better someday, but someday is not a strategy. You have to decide, you have to commit, you have to get so crystal clear on your vision that nothing can shake you. But knowing what you want is not enough. You have to eliminate everything that does not align with your mission. Focus is power. And in a world filled with distractions, focus is a rare and valuable skill. Every notification, every piece of useless information, every meaningless conversation is stealing energy from your dreams. You need to train your mind to block out the noise, to cut through the clutter, and to lock in on what truly matters. Distractions don't just waste your time, they steal your future. If you don't control your focus, the world will do it for you. Momentum is everything. Most people wait to feel motivated before they take action, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. The secret is to take action first. When you move, when you execute, when you push forward, that's when motivation kicks in. That's when momentum builds. Success is about creating unstoppable momentum. One decision, one action, one step at a time. The hardest part is getting started, but once you do, the energy takes over. Small wins turn into big victories. Progress fuels progress. And suddenly, what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. Your habits determine your destiny. The little things you do every day are shaping your future, whether you realize it or not. Every choice you make is either taking you closer to your dreams or pulling you further away. The most successful people in the world don't rely on discipline alone. They build habits that make success automatic. They create systems that keep them accountable. They structure their days so that the right actions become effortless. And because they show up every single day, they get results that others only dream of. Your environment shapes you more than you know. The people you surround yourself with, the content you consume, the energy you absorb, these things are either fueling your growth or draining your potential. If you want to go to the next level, you have to be ruthless about your environment. Cut out the negativity. Distance yourself from people who don't elevate you. Seek out mentors, leaders, and high achievers who challenge you to become better. Surround yourself with greatness, and greatness will become your new standard. Fear is the enemy of focus. Most people never achieve what they're capable of because they let fear control their actions. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside their comfort zone. It paralyzes them, but fear is nothing more than an illusion. The fastest way to destroy fear is through action. When you move, fear loses its grip. When you take control, fear disappears. The people who win in life are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear stop them. They step forward despite the doubt. They take risks, they embrace challenges, and they grow through every setback. Energy is everything. If you don't have the physical and mental energy to execute at a high level, you will never reach your full potential. The best performers in the world prioritize their health, their mindset, and their recovery. They fuel their body with the right foods. They train their mind through learning, and they protect their energy from negativity. Success is not just about working harder. It's about optimizing your performance. When your energy is strong, your focus is sharp. When your focus is sharp, your results explode. There is no secret to success. There is no magic formula. There is only action, focus, and relentless execution. Decide what you want. Cut out the distractions. Build habits that make success inevitable. Surround yourself with the right people. Focus is the driving force behind every great achievement in life. What you focus on, you feel. What you focus on, you create. If you constantly focus on problems, limitations, and fears, your life will reflect that. But if you shift your focus to growth, possibilities, and solutions, everything changes. Most people live in reaction mode. They let distractions, social media, and the opinions of others dictate their focus. They give their energy to things that don't serve them. The truth is, if you don't take control of your focus, the world will do it for you. The most successful people on the planet are obsessed with their vision. They focus with intensity, eliminating everything that doesn't align with their goals. That's why they achieve what others only dream about. Clarity is power. If you don't know exactly what you want, how can you ever expect to get it? Most people have vague desires. They say they want success, happiness, or wealth, but they never define what that looks like. If you want to build an extraordinary life, you must be specific. What does success mean to you? How much money do you want to make? What kind of relationships do you want? What impact do you want to have? When you get crystal clear on your vision, your mind will start working for you. Your brain is like a heat-seeking missile. It locks onto targets and finds ways to hit them. But if you don't program it with a clear destination, it will wander aimlessly. The most successful people write down their goals, visualize them, and obsess over them daily. They don't leave their future to chance. They take control by focusing on what they truly want. Distractions are the enemy of focus. We live in a world filled with noise, endless notifications, social media, and constant entertainment pulling us in different directions. If you want to be extraordinary, you must eliminate distractions ruthlessly. That means setting boundaries. That means saying no to things that don't serve you. That means turning off your phone, cutting out negative influences, and creating an environment that fuels your focus. The people who achieve the most are not the ones who do the most. They are the ones who do the most important things with absolute intensity. They don't multitask. They don't waste time. They operate with precision. When they work, they are fully present. When they train, they are fully engaged. Every action they take is done with purpose. That level of focus is what separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Most people wait for motivation before they take action, but that's a losing strategy. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. If you rely on motivation, you'll never be consistent, and without consistency, you'll never achieve anything great. What you need is momentum. Action creates momentum, and momentum fuels motivation. The most successful people don't wait until they feel like doing something. They act despite their feelings. They develop habits and routines that keep them moving forward even when they don't feel like it. Progress is the greatest motivator. The moment you start taking action, even in small ways, you build confidence. You start to see results, and those results drive you to keep going. Waiting for the perfect moment is an illusion. The perfect moment is the moment you decide to move. Your beliefs shape your reality. If you don't believe you're capable of something, you'll never achieve it. Your mind is like a thermostat. It regulates your results to match your identity. If you see yourself as average, you will always perform at an average level. But if you upgrade your beliefs, everything changes. You must train your mind to see yourself as unstoppable. You must feed it with powerful thoughts, books, mentors, and experiences that elevate your standard. The most successful people don't have fewer doubts than others. They just refuse to let those doubts control them. They choose empowering beliefs. They condition their minds daily to reinforce their vision. When you believe in yourself at an unshakable level, nothing can stop you. There is no plan B. There is no safety net. If you want to be extraordinary, you have to burn the boats. The people who achieve the greatest success are the ones who leave themselves no option but to win. They don't entertain backup plans because they know that the moment they do, they've already lost. When you give yourself no escape route, your mind shifts. You become resourceful. You become relentless. You push through obstacles that would stop others because you have no choice. Too many people fail because they leave the door open for retreat. They tell themselves they'll try, but if it doesn't work, they'll fall back on something else. That kind of thinking guarantees failure. You have to go all in. You have to commit fully. You have to make success non-negotiable. When you do that, you tap into a level of power most people never access. The extraordinary life you dream about isn't built with half measures. It's built with total commitment, absolute focus, and an unstoppable mindset. If you don't know exactly what you want, how can you expect to get it? Most people drift through life without a clear destination, reacting to whatever comes their way instead of intentionally shaping their future. They have vague desires and undefined goals, saying things like, I just want to be successful, or I want to be happy. But what do those things actually mean? Success looks different for everyone. Happiness is subjective. Without clarity, these goals are just empty words. If you don't define what you want in precise detail, your brain has nothing to lock onto. It has no target, no direction, and no reason to push forward with intensity. Clarity is power because it turns wishful thinking into a specific, actionable mission. When you know exactly what you want, your mind shifts into problem-solving mode, and suddenly the path forward becomes clear. Think about the most successful people in the world. They don't wake up every day wondering what to do. They already know because they've defined their vision so clearly that every action is aligned with it. They don't waste time on distractions because they are obsessed with their goals. Their clarity fuels their focus fuels their actions, and their actions create results. Without this level of clarity, you risk living a life dictated by circumstances rather than your own choices. You'll wake up 5 or 10 years from now wondering why you haven't achieved what you wanted, and the answer will be simple. You never actually decided what you truly wanted in the first place.
If you want to build an extraordinary life, you must be specific. You need to see your future with such vivid detail that it feels real before it even happens. If your goal is financial success, define the exact amount of money you want to earn, by when, and how you will achieve it. If you want better relationships, describe the kind of people you want to surround yourself with, the qualities they should have, and how you will attract them into your life. If you want to be physically fit, don't just say, I want to be in shape. Set a measurable goal. What weight do you want to reach? What level of strength or endurance do you want to achieve? The more specific you are, the more power you have. Your brain is a problem-solving machine. The moment you give it a clear goal, it starts working for you, looking for opportunities, resources, and solutions to make it happen. But if you don't program it with a clear destination, it will drift, getting lost in distractions and meaningless activity. Most people struggle not because they lack potential, but because they lack a clear vision. They set goals based on what others expect of them rather than what truly excites them. They pursue careers that don't fulfill them, stay in relationships that drain them, and follow paths that were never meant for them. Why? Because they never took the time to define what they truly wanted. Society conditions people to follow the standard script: go to school, get a job, settle down, and retire. But what if that's not what you want? What if your true calling is something entirely different? You will never know unless you take the time to reflect, dig deep, and uncover what excites you at your core. Your extraordinary life starts with that level of clarity. Once you have a clear vision, you must reinforce it daily. Clarity is not a one-time event. It's a continuous process. The most successful people don't just set goals and forget about them. They write them down. They visualize them. They remind themselves every single day why they are doing what they are doing. This is what keeps them driven and focused. If you're not constantly reinforcing your vision, it will fade and distractions will take over. Write down your goals and read them every morning. Create a vision board filled with images that represent your dream life. Surround yourself with reminders of what you're working toward. Make your vision so real in your mind that it feels inevitable. When you do this, your brain will start filtering the world in a way that helps you achieve your goals. You'll start noticing opportunities that were always there but were previously invisible to you because you weren't focused on them. Another key to clarity is understanding your why. Knowing what you want is powerful, but knowing why you want it is what will keep you going when challenges arise. Your why is your fuel. It's the deep emotional reason behind your goals. If you want financial success, ask yourself why. Is it for freedom, security, the ability to take care of your loved ones? If you want to build a great business, what's driving you? Is it to make an impact, to create something that lasts? The stronger your why, the stronger your commitment. People who lack clarity on their reasons give up when things get tough, but those who are deeply connected to their purpose will push through any obstacle because they know exactly what's at stake. The truth is, the world is filled with distractions, negativity, and noise. If you don't define your own future, someone else will do it for you. You will get pulled in different directions, working on things that don't fulfill you, living a life that doesn't excite you. But when you take control and get crystal clear on what you want, everything changes. Suddenly, your actions have purpose, your time becomes valuable, your decisions become easier because you know exactly where you're going. The people who achieve the most in life are not the ones who have the most talent, the best resources, or the perfect circumstances. They are the ones who have absolute clarity on what they want and refuse to settle for anything less. You have the power to design your own life, but it starts with a decision. Decide what you want, define it with precision, reinforce it every day, align your actions with your vision. When you do this, you will tap into a level of focus and drive that most people never experience. You will wake up each day with a sense of purpose, knowing exactly what you're working toward. And when you have that kind of clarity, success is no longer a possibility, it's a certainty. Distractions are everywhere. They steal your time, drain your energy, and pull you away from the life you are meant to build. The world is designed to keep you distracted. Your phone is buzzing with notifications. Social media is fighting for your attention. People around you are constantly demanding your time, and if you let it happen, your focus will be scattered and your dreams will remain just that, dreams. The most successful people in the world don't have more time than you. They don't have fewer responsibilities. They simply operate with a level of focus that most people never develop. They understand that if they want to create an extraordinary life, they must eliminate distractions and take massive intentional action every single day. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It's focus. It's the ability to direct energy toward the things that matter while blocking out everything else. People who achieve greatness don't just work hard, they work with precision. They don't allow themselves to be pulled in 100 different directions. They don't waste hours scrolling through their phones, watching meaningless content, or engaging in conversations that add no value to their lives. They protect their time because they understand that every minute wasted is a minute stolen from their vision. If you want to take your life to the next level, you must take control of your environment. Your environment dictates your focus. If you are constantly surrounded by distractions, you will struggle to concentrate. You have to set up your life in a way that makes success inevitable. That means turning off notifications, creating a workspace free from interruptions, and being ruthless about what you allow into your mental space. The people you spend time with also shape your focus. If you are around people who waste time, you will adopt their habits. But if you surround yourself with individuals who are driven, disciplined, and committed to their goals, you will naturally rise to their level. One of the biggest killers of focus is multitasking. People think they are being productive by juggling multiple tasks at once, but the reality is that multitasking destroys efficiency. Your brain works best when it is locked onto one thing at a time. When you constantly switch between tasks, you lose momentum. Your attention is fragmented, and it takes longer to complete even simple tasks. The highest achievers in the world don't multitask. They go all in on one task, complete it with full focus, and then move on to the next. When you commit to deep, focused work, you accomplish more in a few hours than most people do in an entire day. Taking massive action is the key to transforming your life. Knowledge alone is not enough. Planning is not enough. Thinking about success is not enough. The only thing that creates real results is action. And not just any action, massive, consistent, and intentional action. Too many people spend their time waiting for the perfect moment, overanalyzing their decisions or hesitating out of fear. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The perfect moment is the moment you decide to start. Success is built on imperfect action, on the willingness to move forward even when you don't have all the answers. The greatest people in any field are not necessarily the most skilled or the most talented. They are the ones who execute relentlessly. They take more shots, make more mistakes, and learn faster than everyone else. They don't let failure stop them because they understand that failure is just feedback. Every setback is a lesson. Every mistake is a stepping stone. They adjust, improve, and keep moving forward. The people who fail are the ones who hesitate. They let fear hold them back. They overthink every decision. They wait for the right time instead of creating the right time. If you want to build an extraordinary life, you need to shift your mindset around action. Stop waiting, stop doubting, stop hesitating, commit to doing whatever it takes, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. The people who achieve the most in life are the ones who push themselves beyond their comfort zones every single day. They don't let fear control them. They don't listen to the voice in their head telling them to take it easy. They don't make excuses, they simply do the work. Massive action requires discipline. It requires showing up even when you don't feel like it. It requires pushing through resistance and staying committed when things get hard. Most people start strong, but when obstacles appear, they slow down or quit altogether. High achievers operate differently. They expect obstacles, they prepare for challenges, and when things get tough, they push harder. They don't allow emotions to dictate their actions. They move forward regardless of how they feel. The biggest reason people fail is because they never build momentum. They take action for a few days, but then they stop. They lose motivation. They tell themselves they'll get back to it tomorrow, next week, or next month. But momentum is everything. When you start moving, you create energy. And when you create energy, things start happening. Success is about building unstoppable momentum. The more you do, the easier it gets. The hardest part is starting. Once you start, you gain confidence. You see progress, and progress fuels even more action. Taking massive action also means making sacrifices. You can't have everything. If you want an extraordinary life, you have to be willing to let go of distractions, comfort, and short-term gratification. You have to be willing to work harder than everyone else, to say no to things that don't serve your mission, and to stay disciplined even when no one is watching. The people who succeed are not necessarily the smartest, the luckiest, or the most gifted. They are the ones who are willing to do what others won't. They are the ones who show up day after day, putting in the effort, making the tough decisions, and staying focused no matter what. At the end of the day, success is simple. Not easy, but simple. Eliminate distractions, focus on what matters, take massive action, repeat. The people who do this consistently will always outperform those who don't. While others are making excuses, procrastinating, and wasting time, the focused few are creating results. They are building their future, they are taking control of their destiny, and they are proving every single day that success is not about luck. It's about focus, discipline, and relentless action.
Your habits dictate your future. Every action you take, every decision you make is shaping the person you are becoming. Most people underestimate the power of small daily actions. They think success is about making one big move, one huge breakthrough. But the truth is, success is built in the tiny, seemingly insignificant moments. The choices you make when no one is watching, the discipline you show when it would be easier to take the easy route. Your habits either push you toward an extraordinary life or pull you away from it. There is no in between. If you want to achieve greatness, you need to master your daily routines. Look at the most successful people in the world. They don't wake up and let the day control them. They control their day. They have rituals, systems, and habits that keep them on track. They don't rely on willpower or motivation. They set up their environment in a way that makes success automatic. They wake up early, exercise, read, set clear priorities, and execute relentlessly. These small habits compound over time, creating unstoppable momentum. On the other hand, unsuccessful people fall into the trap of inconsistency. They start something, then stop. They set goals, but don't follow through. They let distractions dictate their actions, and before they know it, years have passed without real progress. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is the habit of discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It means showing up every single day, whether you're in the mood or not. It means pushing through discomfort, boredom, and frustration. The best performers in any field are not necessarily the ones who love what they do every second of the day. They are the ones who commit to the process regardless of how they feel. They train themselves to take action no matter what. They don't make excuses. They don't wait for inspiration. They just do the work. Another habit that separates successful people from the rest is the habit of prioritization. Most people waste time on things that don't matter. They check their phones first thing in the morning, respond to emails all day, and get caught up in busy work instead of focusing on high-impact activities. But the top achievers in the world understand that not all actions are equal. They focus on the 20% of activities that create 80% of their results. They cut out distractions, eliminate unnecessary tasks, and devote their time and energy to what truly moves them forward. They don't let other people's agendas dictate their day. They design their schedule with intention. Your habits also determine your mental strength. If you fill your mind with negativity, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs, you will sabotage your success before you even start. But if you develop the habit of feeding your mind with empowering thoughts, reading books that expand your knowledge, and surrounding yourself with people who challenge and inspire you, you will create an unstoppable mindset. The way you talk to yourself matters. The way you handle setbacks matters. Your ability to stay positive, focused, and determined in the face of adversity is a direct result of the habits you build. One of the biggest mistakes people make is underestimating the power of consistency. They start a new habit, but if they don't see results right away, they quit. But real success comes from sticking with something long enough to see the compound effect take over. Think about going to the gym. If you work out for a week, you won't see much change. But if you stay consistent for 6 months, a year, 5 years, that's when the transformation happens. The same applies to every area of life. Whether it's building a business, mastering a skill, or improving your mindset, consistency is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Another habit that fuels an extraordinary life is reflection. Most people go through life without ever stopping to evaluate their progress. They repeat the same mistakes, fall into the same patterns, and wonder why they aren't getting different results. But high achievers make reflection a habit. They analyze what's working and what's not. They track their progress. They ask themselves tough questions. Am I getting closer to my goals? What needs to change? What am I doing well, and where do I need to improve? They don't just blindly move forward. They Move forward with intention and strategy. If you want to take your life to the next level, you must become obsessed with your daily habits. Every great achievement is built on the foundation of small, consistent actions. If you read for 30 minutes a day, you will gain more knowledge than 99% of people. If you exercise regularly, you will have more energy and focus than most. If you set goals and review them daily, you will outperform anyone who only thinks about success but never plans for it. Your habits create your destiny. Change your habits and you change your life. The best part? You don't have to make huge changes overnight. Success is not about perfection. It's about progress. Start small. Pick one habit and commit to it. Show up every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Once that habit becomes second nature, add another. Build momentum. Stack habits on top of each other until success becomes your default mode of operation. The process is simple, but most people won't do it because they look for quick fixes instead of lasting transformation. But the ones who commit, the ones who build the right habits and stick with them, are the ones who create extraordinary lives. Your environment shapes your success more than you realize. The people you surround yourself with, the habits you reinforce, and the energy you absorb all play a role in determining the quality of your life. Most people underestimate just how much their surroundings influence them. They think success is all about willpower and motivation, but in reality, your environment either pushes you toward your goals or pulls you away from them. If you want to build an extraordinary life, you have to be intentional about the people, places, and influences you allow into your world. The first step is to audit your inner circle. The people you spend the most time with shape your mindset, your standards, and ultimately your future. If you are constantly surrounded by people who complain, make excuses, and settle for mediocrity, it will be almost impossible for you to stay focused and driven. On the other hand, if you are around ambitious, disciplined, and high-performing individuals, their energy will push you to elevate your game. Success leaves clues. When you spend time with people who are ahead of you, you naturally absorb their habits, beliefs, and mindset. One of the biggest mistakes people make is holding on to relationships that no longer serve them. They stay connected to friends, family members, or colleagues who drain their energy, fill their minds with negativity, and hold them back from pursuing their full potential. But if you want to achieve something great, you must be willing to distance yourself from anything and anyone that doesn't align with your vision. This doesn't mean you have to cut people out completely, but you do have to be mindful of how much influence they have over you. You need to protect your mental space as aggressively as you protect your time. Your physical environment also plays a huge role in your focus and productivity. If your workspace is cluttered, if your home is filled with distractions, if your daily routine is chaotic, your mind will reflect that. High achievers set up their environment to make success automatic. They eliminate distractions, create systems that support their goals, and structure their days for maximum efficiency. If you want to be more productive, start by optimizing your environment. Organize your space. Set up reminders that keep you on track. Remove anything that tempts you to waste time. When your environment is aligned with your goals, taking action becomes effortless. Another key aspect of your environment is the content you consume. In today's world, there is an endless amount of information coming at you from all directions: social media, news, TV, conversations. If you are constantly consuming negativity, drama, and distractions, your mindset will suffer. But if you intentionally feed your mind with knowledge, inspiration, and strategies for success, your perspective will shift. The books you read, the podcasts you listen to, and the videos you watch all shape the way you think. Be intentional about what you allow into your mind. Choose to surround yourself with content that challenges you, educates you, and fuels your growth. One of the best ways to control your environment is to create a personal success system. This means designing your daily life in a way that keeps you accountable and focused. Set up habits that force you to stay on track. Schedule your priorities before distractions take over. Set clear boundaries for your time and energy. When you create an environment that supports your success, you eliminate the need for willpower. You don't have to rely on motivation because your surroundings naturally push you toward taking action. Energy is another critical factor. The people and situations you engage with either give you energy or drain it. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with certain people. Do they inspire you, challenge you, and make you feel more alive, or do they leave you feeling drained, discouraged, and unmotivated? Your energy is one of your most valuable resources. Don't waste it on people or activities that don't serve your mission. Protect your energy by being selective with your time and attention. One of the most powerful ways to upgrade your environment is to actively seek out high-level networks. Find mentors, coaches, communities of like-minded people who are striving for excellence. Join groups, attend events, and put yourself in situations where you can learn from those who have already achieved what you want. When you surround yourself with winners, you start thinking, acting, and operating like a winner. The right environment will pull you toward your goals faster than anything else. If you want to change your life, start by changing your environment. Remove the distractions, the negativity, and the low standards. Replace them with structure, inspiration, and high-level associations. When you intentionally shape your surroundings, success becomes inevitable. Your environment either lifts you up or holds you down. Choose wisely.